Good morning, YouTubers, friends, followers. But I'm only saying good morning to my subscribers. And the Trevorites, thank you very much for supporting the channel. Well, people, Thursday morning. I've been up since the crack of dawn again. I'm not complaining, actually. I actually enjoy it. I actually enjoy getting up and doing things for my boy. Up first thing in the morning. Dog needs fed. Children need fed. School uniform needed ironing. And this is weird. My son came home from school yesterday covered in mud. And I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, really? Really? Washed, ironed, cleaned, and everything done this morning. Had to take a dog out as well for a walk. But then something happened this morning when I was taking my son to school. And he said, Dad, can I have a tenner? Can I have a tenner? I'm a bit like, what for? Well, there's a boy in school, his mum, and this is true. This is a true story. His mum and all went out and they bought all those limited edition Prime bottles for £2.50 from Sainsbury's. And he's selling them now between £10 and £15 in school. And I went, you're not buying one. Why don't you swap in one of your Primes for one of his or something? No. His mum said it's got to be between £10 and £15. So here's the thing, people. If you're a parent and you're sending your children into school to sell a £2 drink for £10 to £15, then you're actually a shit parent. That's terrible parenting. You shouldn't be teaching them things like that. It's shocking. It's extortion from children. It's ridiculous. It's bad enough the shop's doing it. It's bad enough the shop's doing it. Now parents are doing it. Wow. If I was a teacher and I caught him doing it, I would suspend him. I would suspend him and write a letter home to say maybe you should be a better parent than trying to do this to your children. Wow. Anyway, that's done. That's done and done. That's done and dusted. Great news this morning, though. For those that aren't aware, do you remember Lady Susan Hussey that got loads of criticism for allegedly being a racist? She's now back to carrying out full royal duties with Princess Anne. Well done, her. She stuck with it. Well done. I'm really pleased. Good to see that lady back. Wow. Good news. There's a few good news things this morning, which I'm happy about. I actually write notes down. So the UK government is about to fast track 12,000 immigration applications. But at the same time, the Home Secretary Suella Braverman is saying that we need to curb it. This hand doesn't know what this hand's doing. Wow, yeah. What else? Lancashire Police. Full independent investigations underway. Stuff in today's media. I'll put a link in the description for the Daily Mail. That the Lancashire Crimes Commissioner, in the midst of a national search and everyone's searching, was posting selfies on social media of him drinking a nice bottle of wine, out with a nice meal. I find that a little bit insensitive. You're the crime commissioner for a reason. If there's something which is national and global news hitting your area, your patch, and everyone's focused on what's happening in your patch, don't go out swanning up in a fancy hotel. Maybe you should be at the scene. Maybe you should be overseeing what's happening. Maybe if the crime commissioner had been overwatching the Lancashire Police, there wouldn't be so many feelings. So maybe he's not the right person for the job, in my opinion. There we go. There's loads of speculation at the minute with Prince Andrew having to move out of his home. He's lived there for over 20 odd years, and he was getting £250,000 a year to look at for upkeep. Actually, that's wrong. He was given £250,000 a year for the upkeep, but that was back in the 90s. I'm sure now with the inflation, it would have risen quite considerably, I would suggest. But I'm sure people out there will do their own research and comment below. And great news for the United Kingdom, actually, and the safety of our citizens, is that ISIS bride Shamaya Bagram has been refused. She's been refused entry into the country again. At the same time, while the BBC... Hi, sis. Oi. At the same time when the BBC were investing millions into a documentary about her and trying to westernise her, trying to make her look like ordinary Susan, at the same time that was happening, MI5 were carrying out their own investigation, the Secret Intelligence Service, and they believe They have evidence to prove that she's still a high security threat in the UK, and they have put it through to not let her return. So there we go. BBC thought they knew better, didn't they? All that happened there was that many people decided to just go, you know what, I'm not paying for a BBC license anymore. So all that, every time the BBC put out something stupid, they lose subscriptions. It's a bit like Netflix. But there we go. What else have I got here? Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. In Rio de Janeiro, a man has been arrested for harassing women. You're probably thinking, harassing women in Rio de Janeiro? Surely there's crimes happen every day, and murders and rapes and things like that happen every day in countries, because the world's filled with not very nice people. But the man was arrested for harassing women. Not only was he harassing women, he was running around dressed in a 7-foot inflatable penis. Now, if that's not harassing women, I don't know what is. I would just say that he was a knobhead. There we go. Right, today I have an interview with Dave again at 11:30, a live chat, and he will be telling me stuff which we've looked into, stuff that you need to find out about the British Army. So that'll be at 11:30 today. Friday at 11:30, I will be speaking to Phil Tufnell. Yeah, looking forward to that, actually. He's quite a charismatic, full of life, fun guy. So I look forward to that. Saturday, I don't have any interviews, which is good. And on Sunday at 7 p.m, I will be speaking to Richard Tice, the leader of the Reform Party. So I'm looking forward to that. Next month, I've already lined up world record holder and world champion Colin Jackson, 110-meter hurdler, the Welsh athlete who won everything in his day, really. You know, European champion, Commonwealth, British, fantastic athlete. So I'm looking forward to having him on, having a chat with him. But and I'll line up a few more things for March. But it's looking pretty good on here for the time being. Please keep making sure you are subscribed, and thank you to those who do donate in the PayPal. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Listen, people, have a great day, but most of all, stay safe.